Have you ever imagined why businesses collapse? A lot of times you see striving businesses, and before you know, boom, they are no more. Sometimes it's not about profit not being made. A lot of times it's about policies, internal conflicts, business gone wrong, and dispute resolution well not managed. This is why this conversation today, it is timely and it is important. Welcome again, people, to the Law and I. It is where the law is made simpler and life is made better. It is your host, Folakemi Jagade, and I am here for you again. And today, have you ever imagined why businesses collapse? A lot of times you see striving businesses, and before you know, boom, they are no more. Sometimes it's not about profit not being made. A lot of times it's about policies, internal conflicts, business gone wrong, and dispute resolution well not managed. And that is why this conversation today, it is timely and it is important. We are going to be talking about dispute resolution policy. That is the mechanisms that you have to put in place when starting up your business. It's part of your business structure as to how dispute can be well managed in your business. So do you have one? I'm not sure, but if you do, then listen properly, and if you don't, then this is where you should be. Let's go right into it. However, have you subscribed on our YouTube channel, and have you notified your people, your friends and family about this YouTube channel? And if not, please share with them. Click the notification button so that you'll be notified anytime we drop any video, and boom, you are right into it, you watch it, you learn from it, because the law and I is where law is made simpler and life is made better. So let's go right into today's discussion, which is dispute resolution policy. Disputes are inevitable. Even the most structured contract can't prevent reinterpretation of clauses, cannot prevent breach of terms of contracts, and that is why, as a business owner, you don't only prepare for business, you also prepare for conflict. A dispute resolution put into consideration relationship, and your business can only strive on relationship, and that is why this dispute resolution policy is important, because it puts into consideration your stakeholders, your partners, your business partners, and even your employees and your clients and customers are put into consideration why drafting this policy and why these mechanisms are put in place. A dispute resolution policy is a legal framework that manages disputes in an organization, and it involves how a dispute should be managed, escalate, process, and the mechanisms that should be exhausted before moving to litigation. We all know that there are different ways in which you can resolve disputes. There's litigation and there is alternative dispute resolution. But when it comes to dispute resolution policy, we look at mediation, which in that process, parties are able to come together to resolve the issues and the interests, and at the end of the day is a win-win thing. However, when it comes to policy, the business on its own already have a structure that must be checked. Who are you to escalate to? Where is the process? What are you supposed to do when there is an issue? Who you should write to? Who are the people that are in the dispute resolution team that will sit on those things before the matter is now gotten out of hand? Then you have to go to court, you have to get a lawyer, and what that does is it protects the company from being exposed to the risk of reputational risk, to the risk of defaming, and also protect the business of the company. Why is dispute resolution policy important? And we are going to be sharing 4 reasons why it is important for your business. And the first one, it prevents the escalation of lawsuits. I know that it is not a good thing for you to be seeing you being sued at the industrial courts every time. For example, if it's a case between a company and its employee, because industrial court is where you take in labor related cases, and if it's a contractual matter, you go to the high court. So let's say, for example, that you are a service delivery company, and there's an issue as to deliverables that you're supposed to deliver. What do you have in place? And at the end of the day, maybe you did not deliver and the person wrote a demand letter, you still did not respond, the person now sued you. What will you do? I'm not sure you want to see your name on social media that you have a case at the high court. You know how they do these things. So dispute resolution policies helps you to prevent escalation of lawsuits so that matters are resolved quietly and reasonably and fairly within the shores of the business. And the second one is dispute resolution helps to keep your brand identity intact. See, you cannot imagine what reputational risk can do to your brand, or what when people start saying bad things about your brand. You cannot imagine how damaging that can be to your brand. And that is why it is important, if you have a dispute resolution policy in place, then you'll be able to protect that. Dispute resolution keeps your brand name intact so that the thing don't get out of hand. And also, dispute resolution helps your business credibility. Why did I say that? When there are a lot of companies that, if you've work with well-structured company, when there's an issue with the brand, they will tell you have a refund policy, return the product, or give us 3 days, we will see to it. Those are dispute resolution policies that have been structured and are in place. Why? It ensures credibility, and those brands, you continue to go there over and over again because you believe that if there's an issue with the product that you gotten from them, they will change it, they will act on it, not the one that will block you. And that is why we are sharing this information, especially for you that you sell or you have a service and a presence on social media, so that you understand that when you have dispute resolution mechanism in place, it protects your credibility and people see you as a brand that is trustworthy, that they can come back to. And the fourth one, which is actually the last one, is it preserves relationship. We all know a lot of grievances out of emotions, and if they are well managed, then the relationship is preserved. What do you want to do if you don't have any people patronizing you? And that is why dispute resolution helps you to manage grievances better than when you don't have it, especially if you have a customer service that is not even empathetic enough or does not understand how to manage issues, or and that is why you cannot joke with your customer service, especially you that run e-commerce platform. People that are hearing your complaints, people that are the other side of your calls, they should understand dispute resolution mechanisms so that your relationship with your clients can always be intact. And the policy shows structure and shows professionalism and also leadership in business. We discussed the importance of dispute resolution policy to your business. We talked about saving your brand, we talked about credibility, we talked about relationship, and also we talked about it prevent escalation of lawsuits. I hope you've understand those 4 reasons and why dispute resolution policy is important to your business. As a business owner, you really need to have this policy in place. As I've explained earlier, it will do you more good than harm. And dispute resolution is something that has the backing of the law. The Arbitration and Mediation Law 2023 provides for amicable resolution of matters like this, especially in commercial transactions like this in businesses. So make sure that it is part of your policy for your own good. Are you a startup person, a creative person, a business owner, or a service provider? Dispute resolution policy is important to your business. And I'm going to be concluding like this. You don't rise and fall on your dispute. You rise and fall based on how you respond to your dispute. Dispute resolution is not a luxury, it is a necessity for the sustainability and profitability of your business. It is all encompassing on how your business is going to survive. Remember, the law and high is particularly about you, and everything that we are sharing is to your own advantage. So don't take this lightly. Remember, dispute resolution policy must be an integral part of your business. And I hope you learned something today. Remember, the law and high is where law is made simpler and life is made better. It is still your host, Folakemi Jegede, and thank you for watching.